technology works. Hi, everybody, and welcome on. This is the new comic book show called Tomorrow's Comics Tuesday. We got tons of stuff for after the new comic books. This is all the stuff to make you drool and stay until the end. When we get to that, it usually takes us about an hour to get to the stuff that's at the back of the board. So you can start your list of things. Just know that it's a pretty good run of books from 140 for Spider-Man all the way down to 300. So it is a really great collection, and it is the most beautiful. There is,
I think it goes past 300, Miss Jen.
Yeah, it's 380.
I mean, I can see a 301 right there, so it goes at least past 300.
And I apologize. My 300 that I had sold, actually, it might be out front. I think I've got two. So if you need 300, I showed it in a past show. So I am happy to get that brought back to us if you need it. All right, graphic novels first. I see Michael, I see Justin, I see Randy.
Should we play the opener?
Yeah, if you want to, go ahead. Oh my gosh, that's way fancy. I like it.
Yeah, you forgot we did cold open, didn't you?
It's so pretty. Well, I'm so used to just be like, just do it.
Hung out. I spent a lot of time making that.
It's gorgeous. I'm going to remember now. Thank you, everybody that put up with last week's kind of we're trying to figure out the technology for going live with all this fancy openings for you guys. No matter where you're watching it, hope you get to enjoy it. We are live right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, CBSN, EXP, to get everybody wherever they are able to log in. We hopefully are helping. I'm watching streams for all of them, so no matter where you're coming from, I will see it. So, hey, no. All right, here we go. We're doing graphic novel goodies. Jason's here. Oh, Jason, our fellow who called the ASM newsstand from last time did not pay, so it's yours. Hey, Michael. All right. Simple things for everybody. If you're watching from CBSN, all you have to do to claim is to chit-chat to me in the comments, and I will see that. If it is your very first time to buy from me, just send me a direct message. This is Jen King running the show that just says, hi. And there's my message about it. On Wednesday, I'm going to send you all of your instructions for how to pay wherever you're buying from. If you're buying from the experience, you're going to need to fill out this really cool form so that I have your information to be able to give you all of the information about where to get your address and all that stuff, how to pay me. And I ship this way. It's super cheap either way. No matter where you buy from me for the whole week from Wednesday to Wednesday, it all comes together. And no, I actually do. I have 3 or 4 or 5 left. I know those are really big gets right now. So if you need some of those, just send me a message send me a message or an email if you already have my email, or I'll write it down. Let me know how many you need. Brought in high school bands from around the state, TJ says, for that opening. Okay. So Kyle, if you can throw up the form.
Sure, give me 1 second. I have to drink this Coke real fast.
Well, drink some Coke. Don't have fallings apart. All right, I only have one of these cool things. This is Little Mega Man 2. It is a really awesome graphic novel, and it is 14. So I make sure how many wall spaces I've got here. All right, I'm starting here. All right, and then I'm going to write it down. One ice cream man cards. Perfect. All right. Here is Geiger, Volume 4. I don't need to explain Geiger to you. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon, you should definitely do that. This one is 17. Who's the glowing woman? So if you don't know who that character is, this is where you can learn all about her. She's very powerful, and she doesn't have the same restrictions that Tariq has. Okay. Also, Lost Fantasy. This is Kurt Pyers, Volume 1. That one is 17. Makes me nervous to lean like that. I'm so scared. Fill out the form if you want to go. Yeah, that's so funny. Okay, this one is Action Comics. Superstar storyline. This one is 18. Cards can be shipped with comics, but they can't be shipped as media rate, which are those my rates. So you'll have to pay, I think the next best rate is UPS. UPS, there's some fancy name for it.
USPS Ground Advantage.
Ground Advantage, that's it, Ground Advantage.
Or depending on how many comics you buy, and if Miss Jen wants to, USPS Priority Flat Rate is next best after that, and it gets there the fastest.
That is the truth.
No, I didn't spend 8 hours yesterday shipping. No, not at all.
I'm so proud of you, man. So cards by themselves would be cheaper. Maybe. We will explore, and then we'll explore what the best way is. I always leave it to Eddie's the best judge for how to do those things. Saturday Morning Adventures, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is a volume 6 time for 17. And then Endless Night. This is Mark London. That one is 18. And last but not least, certainly not least, everyone should get one of these, is Absolute Martian Manhunter. Of course, it's the first volume because that's all that's come out so far. And I also have the hardcover. Oh, by the way, they're 18, or hardcovers are 25. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this version of it to be able to read it because they missed out on pieces from before. I will tell you with unreserved, like, I believe in it, that this book is, if it doesn't win pretty much every single Eisner this year, I don't know even what I'm talking about. It is the thing I said when I read the galley proof, and I still believe it. Still believe it. All right, now it's time for comics. This over here.
So,
oh.
While you're doing that, Miss Jen, I had to help my mailman load up the orders from yesterday.
Oh, did he give you looks like I hate you for all the time?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to get him a very nice bottle of scotch as a Christmas present.
Mm-hmm.
But over 300 pounds.
Oh my word!
Well, art books add up pretty quick. We had a bunch of art books.
Yeah, those. Yeah, that's heavy duties.
Mm-hmm.
I said duties.
But I was able to ship those media rate, even though my post office never lets me ship anything media rate because
They're books. They can't argue with that.
It's true.
Manhunter collects 1 through 6. Yeah. I think the only one that's done it weirdly is Absolute Wonder Woman did 1 through 7, but it's because the second story arc ends at 14. So it was a perfect progression. Yeah. TJ. TJ's harassing you over there. All right. This is Marion Heretic, number 2. Teeny Howard over at Boom Studios. I'm going to take down this stuff. Manhunter was a trip. Hey, Garcia. Mary Sue, number 2. This one was a really trippy book, the first one. Geiger comes off of here, so does Lost Fantasy. Also from Boom and IDW is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, number 3. That is a lot of words to say. Oh no, who dat? Is that Lord Zed? I don't know either name.
It is Lord Zed, and it's also a lot of 3s.
It is a lot of 3s. We'll take down Action Comics and Turtles. Hey, Mark. Okay. This is when I got to pull my other copies out for. We didn't know how to order this one because Capes has number 1 has been out before long ago. It'd be impossible to find, but looks like there's some changed material or different material in this one. Since I didn't read the regular number 1, I don't know what the differences are, but this is an awesome book that takes place in the Invincible universe. This is a bunch of superheroes that organize. They're part of they have a regular job where they punch the clock and get paid and take lunches with their wives, and it's really good. And they only have 4 of them, so if it becomes the hottest book of the week, then I'm in trouble. Also, Creepshow issue number 3. Alex Packnadell has stories in this book. And just know Creepshow is just like Ice Cream Man or whatever else. You don't have to have any other books to go along with it. You just get whatever issue you want. They're all going to have scary stories in it. Oh. All right. I know that you guys remember me chatting up this book during the review show. Everything Dead and Dying, number 3. People come to their town and start messing around with them, even though they figured out how to deal with, how do you live with zombies that you love? Zombies that you love. I mean, not in a weird way. Like people that when they were alive, you loved. How far would you go? Okay, here we go. There are some different covers here for Exquisite Corpses, number 7. The Game Master does something that you probably shouldn't do in this one. So it's ramping it all up. Imagine that if you were playing Fortnite and they sped up the time clock when you weren't expecting it. This is the Polybagged book. I believe the Polybagged books have cards in them that people are trying to finish a card set for. And I don't know, I'm going to call this one C. And I'm going to call this one D. Because all the numbers are on the back, so I'm going to leave it alone. Hey, Kent. Also, your chance to get Ghost Pepper number 5. Ghost Pepper's hot. Is anyone here immune to really hot peppers? I know Jenna is immune. This one is part 2 of the Dreadnought War, G.I. Joe, number 14. SF is in the house.
I had buffalo wings for lunch, and I feel like I'm going to die. So I'm definitely not immune to hot peppers.
What?
No, I'm not immune to any peppers.
Did you just get like medium hot or what? What do you get?
Like just straight up buffalo. Like that was the sauce label. It was like Frank's Red Hot. But I'm like, no, I'm dying. It's over.
You know, it's one of those things that, like, I talked to my husband about this, is like, why do you get the spicy sausage spaghetti from our normal space? Or because, you know, like normally when you get spicy sausage spaghetti, it's kind of like just a little spicy. This place makes it so it's so hot that it like makes your nose run. And I can only eat half of it because I know I'm going to pay for it later. And my husband's like, why do you keep ordering it? I'm like, because the pain is so good.
Well, that was the thing. I was trying to burn out an oncoming sinus infection. What I wound up doing was burning something else out.
Oh no. Does anyone else have any food that they eat that they shouldn't, but they're going to do it anyway? They're going to continue. News from the Fallout, number 6. Really cool guy stuck in a zombie apocalypse world by himself. And it's really pretty, just like that. All right, Sacrificers, number 17, Rick Remender. Hey, Michael Sanford's giving me my special name of the day all the way over at CBSN. Says, I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To read them is my real test. Comic Mom, Comic Reader Gen. Whoop. That is an awesome one. You love spicy food. Spicy doesn't come back to you. Local grocery had a ghost pepper cheese. Sometimes what they put it with kind of like tempers it so it's not so horrible. I want to show you the inside of this book so badly, but it's forbidden because it is not until tomorrow that this book is released. But if you have looked at any of Liam Sharp's work on Conan, you will not be disappointed in the work that he does in this book. This is Spawn Dark Ages number 1, and it only lists him, so he must have done it all, writing and everything else. So this is a great tale. It is not, I don't believe, it can't be a retelling of anything that happened before. Even though there was a Spawn Dark Ages. Huh?
He did do it all.
Okay, perfect.
And he basically, from my understanding, begged Todd to let him do it because he really wanted to. And Todd was like, why are you asking? Just do it.
Just what I was going to say. Wouldn't Todd just be like, sure?
Yeah, pretty much.
And by the way, if you bought ornaments from me on Saturday, it's going with all this stuff. So you're okay for buying weird shaped objects because you already have weird shaped objects. You know what I mean? Do I really choose Violence by Chicken? Yes, I do, except for it's sausage. It's like sliced sausage. So good. Justin used to eat Sour Patch Kids until his tongue would bleed. I used to do that, but with like, I'd eat atomic fireballs until I couldn't feel my face. Viking Moon number 2, awesome work by our friend Joe Pruitt. This is definite great storyline. I would have never imagined these things getting together, but Vikings, native peoples, and as you can tell, some lycanthropes. Lycanthropes. Yeah, blackening season down south is different than blackening season up north. That is true. You are right. SF needs Viking Moon. Got you, my friend. Okay, from AMP Comics, this is Stake Presents Jessamy number 2. If you missed number 1 of this awesome vampire tale, I do have number 1 still. We are all weird shaped objects, and that's the truth. So weird, all of us. We're the right kind of weird. We have found our weird friends. How boring is it to be not weird? I tried being not weird once. I tried to join the popular kids and I got in there, but then I realized that it wasn't as fun. So I left it. Sounds like your management style. All right, Planet Death. Oh my gosh, so good. Lots of pages, looks like the first one. They're all stuck on this crazy planet. They've been largely defeated by the native inhabitants there, which are all crazy, weird creatures. Their purpose is still to destroy the machine and get back home. But I don't know how well that's going to work out for everybody. Hopefully you guys have seen at conventions, they bring around this giant like set of mech armor that you can like lock up and put your head in so it looks like you're part of the comic book. It's kind of cool. Viking Moon goes to Justin also. So figure out Justin's space here. Okay. Got it. Oh, and add to pull. Okay, add. Gotcha. By the way, if there's anybody on either channel that wants to like start pull box and start adding things to pull, that is as easy as it is. If you're already getting books from me in any way, you can start pull box with us. And it's nice. You can watch our FOC show on Fridays on the Experience and see every single book and cover that's going to come out. And all you have to do is just contact us and say, I need this, that, and the other, and we'll make sure you get it. Great Lion King. This is number 1, and it is really great. Starts out just like it's part of the main movie and then has some storyline in it that isn't in the movie and is really good.
Yeah, watch the FOC show. Don't be like me and forget to order the one cover your friend worked on and then have to drive all over town trying to find one, only to find out there are none. And then you have to buy it from him with like shame in your tail between your legs, and now you're all sad.
Now you're in real big trouble. So Mike Stanford says, I have a complete signed set of Stakes signed by David Byrne and Francesca Fantini. I have honestly not read them, mostly because of them being signed. You don't want to mess them up. I understand that. Just get like a graphic novel of them and then read that. Because it is a really great story.
Destiny is different.
Yeah, just means the character from it.
So
Planet Death was gorgeous. Justin, you were right. Super fun book. This one makes all the sense for these two to be together. Honestly, I can't believe they've never had a book together before. This is Harley Quinn and Elvira, number 2. I feel like they would shop at the same places and like the same food. It's time for Herculoids, number 10 this week.
if Harley Quinn had existed when the Oak Ridge Boys were writing it, they definitely would have said Papa Mau Mau about her too.
Yep.
That is a deep cut.
Yeah, it is. Marianne Heretic comes down. All the young kids are like, what? What is he saying? Okay, it's time for Space Ghost number 5. Hey, look, it's fish people. We haven't had fish people in a long time. Challenge is to make a poll list bigger than Nava. Nava really kind of is reading everything independent. He is the one person I know is reading all the independent stuff. Mary Sue comes down for the board. Give me a second. I had a Slack message. I gotta go and see what is being said.
Here, that gives me the opportunity to do this.
Oh, this is easy. Okay, never mind. It's nothing.
Okay,
We're just making sure it wasn't like an emergency.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay, go ahead. Do something.
No, too late now.
Too late. Oh, I've wrecked everything. We do have Fantastic Four and Gargoyles. We have it twice. Different companies, different points of view. It's kind of cool. All right, Terminator Metal number 2. Man, I love number 1, and I didn't get to read this number 2. I am sad at myself. But it's like this is the storyline where a guy takes a Terminator and reprograms them to come and be like on their side of the people, and then things go sideways, but not in the way you think, probably. Turtles comes down. All right. It is new print day for Mark Spears Monsters. For my people that like to have every cover. And these are really cool. So this is number 1, 6th print. Really bright and beautiful. Zombie crawling at you in the grass. And what's on the back? So there's one that's a dynamite one with the dynamite version of Gargoyles, and there's one that's a marble one, which is the marble version of Gargoyles. So there are 2 different books you can go get. This is number 4, 2nd print. Very Santa Claus-ish. You can give this to your spooky friends that like monsters. All right, Capes comes down. No one's getting Capes. Woo, where are all my friends that love Invincibles? Gotcha Man number 14. Creep Show comes down. Yeah, if you didn't know, you'd be like, oh, is this a 2nd print of one of the other ones? No, totally different book.
Well, and they're both written by Greg Weisman, who wrote the original series.
He knows what he's doing.
Of Gargoyles.
Yeah.
Not Fantastic Four.
No. From Mark Russell, you should buy everything that Mark Russell does ever. This is Racer X number 3, Mad Cave. A really good cover. Everything Dead and Dying comes off the board. Oh, terrified. I'm going to knock this stuff down. Okay. High Strangeness. Spectravision Omnipress Book 2.
High Strangeness is so good.
I don't know if I read the first one, which is
It's about the Men in Black, but not the Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones kind. The actual 7-foot, super creepy guys who come and talk to you and ask you a bunch of questions. Then you can't remember them after, and then go missing or go space aliens show up or all kinds of weirdness happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's the High Strangeness.
Cool. All right. Exquisite Corpses comes off the board. I have so many boxes back here. Normally for the show, I've got 2, maybe 3. There are 5 this week. 5. Critical Role Vox Machina Origins number 6. Now, 3-ish of them are one book, but yes, Pepper comes down. Fun fan cast. Dream crossover books. Predator versus Space Ghost. Junkyard Joe meets Conan. Ooh. Do you guys have some crossovers that you think might work?
I actually think Junkyard Joe, Geiger meets Dr. Phosphorus.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
And Junkyard Joe meets Other Junkyard Joe.
Other Junkyard Joe. Masters of the Universe number 2. The Sword of Flaws. Tim Seeley. G.I. Joe comes down. Oh, I would have Love to read this one. All right, this one is Red Book number 2. Imagine Blue Book, which they already did, which was actual tales of UFO encounters. But in America, this is the same thing, but stuff that's happened in Russia. So like the first big stories are all real stuff, and then the very backstory is something that they've made up for fun. So, and you don't need to have any other issue. They're all standalone issues.
It's funny, TJ, because I'm wearing my GI Robot t-shirt.
Junker Joe means GI Robot. News when the fallout comes down.
So I was on the phone with someone, Miss Jen, and we were asked to not fantasy cast anything today, just in case we breathe it into existence. And they couldn't really handle the stress.
You know what's so funny is I stopped saying, like, when I would interview people about their books, and I used to be like, okay, this is what I secretly think is going on, and I would do the most crazy whatever. I realized that I think I made people nervous because sometimes I get real close. So like,
right, this is just further proof of CB Soboski's theory that I'm a witch. And now Jeff Johns thinks it's true too.
Aren't you a warlock?
Meh. 6-1.
SF, I got your Red Book. Sonic the Hedgehog 82. Fun fact, we sell out of our Sonic the Hedgehog every single time, and there's no way to reorder anything because they like have a really tight print run. So people all the time like, where's your Sonic the Hedgehog back stock? I'm like, oh, I don't have any. Sacrificers comes down. All right, it's a Godzilla kind of week. This is Starship Godzilla number 2. Oh my. See, this is what I said I wasn't going to do.
Of course, guys, you know, Starship Godzilla is about when Godzilla joined the band and started singing We Built This City, became the lead singer of that band.
Don't listen to anything he says. He's a witch. Spawn Dark Ages comes down.
I did tell Ob, though, that the band Starship needed to make a guest spot.
Archie's new title, Kyle the Producer Witch. The Last Starship number 2. The first one was really, really good, especially if you like Kirk. Spoiler alert. It's really crazy stuff that happens. Do I still have the ASM 316? Maybe, SF. I'll write it down to look and see. Unless if it's something that you saw on the board opening, I haven't sold anything for the board, so. But it was from last week's show, then I have to look. Stop it. Cut it out, box of boxing falling down. Okay, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Casey Jones, number 2. Full on awesome, Casey Jones. Okay, Steak Jessamy comes down. We're almost done with indies. Twilight Zone number 2. I'm just guessing. You can pick this up anywhere also. Planet Death comes down. And the last indie is All New Harbinger number 3. All right, I think Marvel is next. It is. Lion King comes off the board. Sonic is bringing kids in. Of course, at my store, like the very first thing as you walk in the front door is Dogman, because Dogman is probably the best-selling book of all time, and it doesn't mean everyone goes to the Barnes and Noble for it. We sell tons of it out of our store. Matter of fact, the newest Dogman that just dropped, Big Jim Believes, I ordered an entire full display of it because I sell so many of them.
At one point, Dave Pilkey was responsible for $4 billion in book sales across Dogman, Cat Kid Comic Club, and Captain Underpants.
Yeah.
And this year, they expect that number to go up.
Yeah, I think that's going to be true. No Never Wars this week. I don't have any. So I don't know if it was a delay or if it all went to pull boxes. The Bates, you want me to put Never Wars on your pull box? You can get a pull going for you to make sure we never miss it. All new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider number 4. Kyle, is it easy for you to look and see if Never Wars was supposed to come out this week?
Already looking.
Oh, you're so good. Harley Quinn Elvira comes down. All right. Amazing Spider-Man number 16. Plague RX prescribes pain. No, poor Pete. Herculoids comes in.
Never Wars 6 was last week. November 12th.
Okay, Never Wars was last week.
And Never Wars 7 is December 3rd.
Oh, big gap. Okay.
What is it? 3 weeks instead of a whole month? Something like that?
Yeah, it's crazy because there was some stuff that got pushed to like Thanksgiving week. That's pretty big titles, so everyone's gonna have to go to their LCS on Thanksgiving week. Captain America number 5. Big stuff, y'all. Pretty pivotal issue. I would not miss this one. Ping. Spetsgos comes down. Hey, Brendan's here. Civil War number 4 facsimile for people that are putting that back together again. Eternal Metal comes down. Okay. That's perfect. Messages is the best. Okay, Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe. What cool thing have the Marvel people created over here? What's that? I will say, just from my experience during the pandemic with Dogman, I would read it in the morning, thinking I was reading it to kids that were stuck at home and not at school because the no schooling. But in fact, when I stopped reading Dogman in the mornings, I got messages from many of my customers that were adults that were like, why did you stop reading? Because I listened to that in the morning before I start work to be like, put myself in a happy space.
Yeah, I was already at work by the time she started reading it. It helped me from flying into a murderous rage.
Maybe I need to start that again.
I was not meant to work a straight job during the pandemic. I needed to be in comics. No, there I was until Miss Jen started reading Dogman. Then my boss got a lot less scared.
Maybe we should pitch that. It was like, I will stream Dogman for your office. You can just like make that as part of your beginning before your meeting starts. Miss Jen reads Dogman. You don't think you got Never Wars last week? I'm about to see what's going on. I'm going to put a note. Never Wars. Six, right? Is the one we're after. Question mark. Making my notes. All right. I did not get to read this tie-in to Age of Revelation, but this is number 2 for The Last Wolverine. Gotcha Man comes off the board. The good news is I know people at that company, so I should be able to get always that for you. They live locally, so. Nova Centurion number 1. Great storyline. If you like Richard Rider, you should definitely get this book. Racer X comes down. All right. This one probably is my favorite of all of the Age of Revelation tie-in stuff. Omega Kids makes me so terrified for anyone that ever comes across these guys. They're supposed to be hunting down people that are against Revelation. But I think they're doing whatever they want. High Strangeness comes down. They're doing whatever. And another one I highly recommend from this week is One World Under Doom, number 9. This, if you want to know what might undo Doom, this is the book that'll tell you what might. And then this is the Street Verse variant. I only have one. Just one of them. Critical Role comes off the board. Predator Kills the Marvel Universe, number 4. Ugh, they're getting all lit up. Masters Universe comes down. I've got a Punisher Red Band, number 3. I have one left. Red Book comes off the wall. Tie-in to Age of Revelation, Radioactive Spider-Man, number 2.
Sorry. What? I was going to say Radioactive Spider-Man does whatever a Geiger can.
There you go.
But that book is real good, and I want to hate it because I've been so down on Age of Revelation. But Radioactive Spider-Man's been so good.
Uh-huh. The way I feel too when you're just like, I should hate this thing, but price on Doom Brain, I think it's just cover price, my friend. Whole $5 hairs. Hey, Justin. $5. All right, we're getting the beginning of holiday spectacular things. This is Spider-Man Holiday Spectacular. Sold it is. Okay, Starship Godzilla comes down. Stand up with this swear. Okay. Hey, please. Don't make me freak out. All right. Spider-Man Noir number 1 second print. In case you missed out on it, I know we sold out all of ours, so here's your chance to grab one. Last Starship comes down. And someone already mentioned that they want one. Unknown already claimed one. But if anyone wants any of these Ice Cream Man, Mortal Coil Shuffle, I noticed that they've started to tick up in the secondary market. And I think after that one goes, that got claimed by Unknown, I think we've got maybe 2 or 3 left of them. All right, Star Wars Jedi Knights number 9. Mark Guggenheim. Casey Jones comes off the wall. Ooh, I should have read this one too. Ultimates number 18. I love that version. Like Tony's son is kind of crazy in that one. He started out being kind of a bad guy and then ended up being kind of like turning because of circumstances. Now has some redeeming value. Twilight Zone number 2 comes down from the board. X-Men Book of Revelation number 2. This one was also awesome. We got introduced to this character last time who's been brought in as one of the, right-hand people of Revelation. She discovers this guy is killing off other ones so that he can have like a closer position to Revelation. And she brings Kitty Pryde with her this week. Or Ghost of Kitty Pryde. All right. Last of the indies come down from the wall. That there. Put that there. Open the door. Yeah. There. They can get it now. I know, right? Like it shouldn't be. It has no business being as good as it is, but it is very good. Get it, you punk. All right. All new Spider-Gwen. Ghost Spider comes down. Let's take an Ice Cream Man deck. Okay. It's Unknown. It's a really great story. It's a cool way to tell a horror tale for sure. And then the last, I think, of the Age of Revelation books, Unbreakable X-Men. I remember also loving that number 1. Wait, not putting it in front of something. And X-Men of Apocalypse. Perfect follow-up to last week's reprinting of all of the Apocalypse little mini-series. This one sees a big war between 2 timelines that want to exist, which is the Apocalypse timeline and a timeline in which Prof X is the victor. So, really cool book. Make sure we got Brown's book here. Nope. Or at least they didn't bring it back here to me. Okay. Okay. And then also our germ cover. Gotta always have Daniel Warren Johnson. I can't ever remember his whole name. Or Art Adams. Amazing Spider-Man comes down. People are buying them right now. So this is like If you want to purchase something from us, Justin, let me show you what our deals are here. Before you make any claims, please send me, Jen King, a direct message. It just needs to say hi. I don't need any information from you, because on Wednesday, I'm going to send you direct message information about how to pay me via PayPal. I'm co-owner of the network, and this is kind of like part of my brainchild. So we've been around. You know that I'm the person that onboards everybody onto the network to make sure that anyone that you buy from is going to be able to fulfill their promises to you in that regard. That is our shipping rates. Do not claim anything that you cannot pay for within 24 hours of my invoicing on Wednesday. But the way you claim is very simple. You just type in the comments stuff you want to claim. All right, I am done with independent books, and I'm done with Marvel. It is time for DC. Time for DC.
Let's be honest, it's time for Batman Deadpool.
It is time for Batman. Okay, so
like 2/3 of DC this week.
It is, but this is also a cool thing to come out. I cannot say more clearly that this is one of the most essential absolute titles that you need to have. If you missed getting this book, you need it, because it is literally the formation of your first big baddie group. This is Absolute Evil #1, second print. And if it happens the way everything else has happened in the Absolute universe, it will sell out faster than you could possibly imagine. Maybe not during the live show, but definitely on the sales floor tomorrow. Captain America comes off the board. Hey, Joseph. All right, Absolute Flash #9. That is the A cover. Evil gets claimed by SF. I'm just going to pull it out of the box here, SF, because I couldn't fit them all on the board. And if you're over watching on the Comic Book Shopping Network and you see me pulling books for somebody that you can't see, it's because I'm also streaming elsewhere, and it's all populating it together for me so I can see it. And this one is the awesome John Jeong variant cover. Look at that art. You can just call it John.
John Jones doesn't get that kind of love often enough. That is gorgeous cover.
Like crazy. Ah! All right. I'm actually going to put it up here because that space down there doesn't have a lot of space behind it. So. Boop. I'm going to take down Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe and the facsimile for Civil War. But if you're just joining us and there was something that comes out on an independent tip or something that is Marvel that is coming off the board already, just let me know. And I'm happy to pull it up for you. Here is your chance to get Batman #2. This is second printing. It's crazy for #1 and #3. We kind of sold out of all the copies of most of those. I have some #1 blanks. And then I've got, I've got a #3 that accidentally ended up in my office. So if you need a #3, it's the last copy I've got. It's only because it's been in here. Last Wolverine comes off the board. All right. Now, because the 3 goes to SF. Gotcha, SF. Because there are a million different covers for the Batman Deadpool book, I'm going to pull down all of the Marvel stuff so I have room for all of it. Hold on. So Nova Centurion comes down, Omega Kids comes down, One World Under Doom comes down. Yes, we're going to do all of the Amazing Spider-Man stuff on the board after we're done with the show. of new books. Predator Marvel Universe comes down. Sold out of that. Radioactive Batman comes down. Or sorry, Radioactive Spider-Man comes down. That would have been a good one. Radioactive Batman. We need that book. Spider-Man Holiday Special. Noir. Oops, sorry, 301. You stay up there. Jedi Knights comes off the board. Ultimates. Book of Revelation, Unbreakable X-Men. Apocalypse. Okay, now we're kind of clearboarded here. Move all this stuff out of the way. Okay, here we go. All the different versions. All right, so here's the way to think about it. For Batman Deadpool, please just call it what I call it. Even if it's wrong, I'm going to pull whatever I call it. So this is Batman Deadpool, number 1. This is the A cover. I've read it. It's awesome. A. A goes to FF. And you're allowed to call one of every cover. Just whatever you want. Okay, this one is, so let's look at the back because they don't have anything on the front of these, probably so they don't make it say pretty. Okay, this is Dan Mora, B. You can call it either thing. Dan Mora, B. Featuring, is it a wraparound? Hold, please.
I don't want the book, but I would like to claim Dan Mora.
It is a wraparound cover. Look at that prettiness. B is a wraparound. Looks like they're in the Batcave. SF wants one of every cover. I got you. I'm just going to pull them as I come across them, SF. This one is D, Mark Brooks, featuring Zatanna and Scarlet Witch. There's SF's cover. Brendan needs the B. Hey, that's cool, Randy. So Randy says that someone on YouTube did a story on Dan Mora. It was good.
I would like to claim just any amount of Dan Mora's talent for myself, and I would be infinitely more talented than I already am.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't think he would miss just a tiny bit of his talent. Okay, this one is cover A, B, C, D, E, E. Actually, we just call this Cap in Wonder Woman. Or you can just put WW, I guess. That's awesome. Cap and Wonder Woman storyline from the other version of it was everyone's favorite that I talked to. Man, they made some really good covers for this. I guess I never got to look at them because I don't do the ordering anymore. This is F. You can just call this one Punisher. Punisher hiding from Batman who's coming around the corner. That would be a good matchup. There's SFs.
See, that's the team up, though. The two greatest vigilantes in comics vigilanteing.
Vigilanteing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think of Punisher as being someone that does a lot of investigating, though.
Well, and then you could throw in, like, if you could get Image involved, you could throw in Kick-Ass. And now all of a sudden you have the most vigilantes.
I love it. All right, this one is G or Prison or Storm. If you put any of those things down, I know what you mean.
I can't think of the last time I saw a Jenny Frison cover that wasn't absolutely incredible.
I know, right? I like the way that she does her lighting.
You have a D cover claim from Brandon.
Okay, D. D was right here. D, correct? Now I gotta find Collinsworth spot. Take my drink out of the way so I don't spill everything.
Well, Nava, they would have to be somebody that shooting wouldn't really affect. Like, they would have to be, like, vigilanteing against somebody who, like, they couldn't just kill.
So that's a response to Justin talking over on CBSN. Punisher would shoot a criminal in 37 seconds, and then it's no longer a team up. Yeah, because Batman's known for his not shootings.
Absolute Batman likes a pew-pew.
Yeah, he does like a pew-pew, doesn't he? This is... I'm going to stop giving him letters, and I'm just going to call this one Gambit. It's Gambit and Robin. Gambit's holding a Joker card. That is hilarious. This one's SF's. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. All right, this is Jay Lee. You can also call this Poison. Poison Ivy, and I think that's Wonder Girl, right? There's SFs. Collinsworth was a Gambit. I feel bad that I didn't do a midnight release for this because I think there's other people that are doing it, but I just was like, you know what? I'd rather do it live and then go to bed at a normal time because I am too old for this crap. All right, this is Jim Lee with his longtime inker, Scott Williams. Look at that. So you can just call this Lee.
Everyone make a note that Miss Jen's Murtaugh list includes midnight releases.
I did it for Monsters, and although I had fun hanging out with the few people that on a Tuesday night wanted to stay out until midnight, which Brandon was one of them, I just thought to myself, I could have used this time for other things more special. All right, this one is, wow. Wowzy wowzers. It is Alexander Lozano. Look at this cover. Look at the dynamic nature of it. It's like that is motion. You can feel and hear and see that motion. And those girls look so good. So you can call this one, I don't know. This one, call Lozano. Or any L word works. That one's SF's. I don't know if I've ever seen Lozano's worked before. It looks real like, you know how Derek Tues art looks kind of like wet? Like it's always very, I don't know, has a little gloss to it.
Lozano is one of those artists that Marvel has used sort of sparingly, or DC has used sort of sparingly, doing covers when they can't seem to get art germ.
Yeah.
But they're coming on in a really big way that's sort of, I think, going to push them beyond art germ in terms of popularity.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's see. Someone is talking to me. What's worth midnight release or listening to someone tell you in excruciating detail about their D&D campaign? Oh, someone knows me real well. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't ever do it to other people because I know how I feel. It's like, it's great if it's someone that's part of your troop talking about what you did in a campaign, but for someone else hearing what you did in a campaign, other than maybe I'm definitely not the target market for what's the name of the group that does that for a living?
Critical Role.
Critical Role. Maybe because that one, like, you're kind of part of it when it's happening, so it's fun, right? Watching someone do it, but getting told about it is kind of like, can't do it.
I'm mad at Critical Role right now because they're using Brennan Lee Mulligan as their game master, which means Dimension 20 is behind, and I'm all caught up on Dimension 20. So I need more D&D live play because I love when people tell me about their D&D campaigns.
So there you go. Smile and nod. That's right. I mean, if I love you, I will just do that. No, that's Rogue, and I guess that could be Barda. You joined the new show, yay! Well, you can thank Jay and Kyle because they figured out the technology for it. I would have never been able to figure it out. All right, this one is hilarious. This one is Sean Murphy, and it features Lobo, but he's not the one saying "bite me, fanboy." These two make the most sense together because they could just cuss up a storm and be so happy. They could do all the illicit whatevers. They would make sense together in a book. So call that one Lobo. There's SS. Believe it or not, there are some other DC books this week. We'll get to those after these.
I was kind of hoping that the Sean Murphy one was Batman White Knight, and that he would come up with a version of Deadpool that was like Deadpool Purple something or whatever, you know, like sure. Just his style of Deadpool.
Oh, this is so very Frank Quietly. Look at this. Here's the Frank Quietly with them together. I'm not 100% certain what Deadpool's doing to Batman's chest, though. I know. There's SS.
You know, Jeremy Shore, Titan Comics in Dallas, actually showed me and corrected me. It's Frank Quitely.
Quitely? Not quietly,
which is
Quitely.
Weird. It's Quitely.
Here, let me move this one out of the way so you can get in. Here, you can take any of this stuff. All right. All right. This one is Redondo, famous for his awesome Nightwing covers. So you can just call this Nightwing. And these two were in a story together in the book, so this is perfect. Now, I will say in regard to the D&D, if you're playing a D&D campaign in the same room I'm in, I think it's fun to listen to your campaign. That's fun.
I like when people tell me because then I totally steal stuff and use it in my own campaigns.
Aha, that's why. This is also something that happens in the book. This one is Sherman. We can also call this one Constantine. Quietly, I'm gonna get that. Well, it's like I haven't verified it, but based on the fact that he named his company Tiny Onion, I believe it's Tinian, not Tinian.
I was told, call him whatever you want. Just don't call him a bad seller.
Don't call him late for dinner.
No, you could even call him late for dinner. Just make sure you sell his books.
Oh, okay. We'll do.
Of course, that was from someone whose God-given Christian name is Jaslyn. So, you know, maybe not the best reference.
Jeff Hand?
Yeah. Jazz Hand Stone.
Oh, here's a good homage book. Oh, this is great. Whose art is this? Oh, it's Sim Cabbage. You're not going to be able to spell that. Just put Kev.
Put Billy the Sink. He hates that.
Don't call him Billy the Sink. Oh, gosh. You can get punched in the mouth. Yeah, I like how I mispronounce his name forever because I said it the way it looks. But I think it's really cool that he like named his cut or he signed everything out. Oh, that's good. Think Kev itch. So you know how to say it. I thought it was just second print. It just took a run for the border there. Okay, that's Flash. That goes here. I'm trying to remember where my boxes are and where I put things. Don't tell people their secret hero name.
Yeah, Steve, I don't know what Frank did like to get you to go full government name. Like, are you his mother and you need to ground him? I don't know what that deal is.
Quit doxing people, man. We don't dox people here. Just kidding. Just make it funny.
But if you want to see something funny, go on the internet and watch NFL social media teams call players by their God-given Christian government names and watch them get all kind of weirded out by
it. Jason Smith is going to call. You guys you did a really great job of calling it nothing I called it. I got you, Smith. Gonna figure out where I have put your pile here or there. Okay. Did I miss anybody? Okay, this one is Ryan Sook. This is an homage of Secret Wars 7? No, not Secret Wars. Don't say it. I'm gonna get it. Go Brinko! Crisis
on Infinite Earths 8.
Crisis. That would be Supergirl. All right.
I can hear Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds' voice begging Batman to hold him like Supergirl. Like I can just hear it, and I kind of want to hear it now.
He's like saying it under his breath while he's laying there in his arms. Okay. Perfect. Spurlock corrected you. Spurlock. He cool. Okay, we're still going. We're still going. Okay, this one's got Doom and Joker by Bermejo. You can just call this one Doom. There's SF's Doom. Wait, did I get him as? I feel like I missed one for him. I didn't pull this one. No trouble. It's so pretty. Okay. The A now comes down. A. Okay. Ooh, this one is really pretty. All right, this is Emma and Catwoman by Sozo. Just call it Emma. There's SF. Coming down. I'm not going to show you all of them coming down. You guys saw them all this time. If you need any of them, you're like waiting to see all of the different versions, let me know. Got the one per store exquisite corpses. Number 7 is $25. Variant here. Okay. This one's the blank. SF, do you want the blank or just the ones that are pretty? Oh, this is fun. This is the one of the last stories in the book, which is the Hulk and Harley book. That one is, we'll just call that one Harley. Or Hulk. Probably Hulk is easier to do. And your last is Foil. Foil, we made it all around. Okay, I'm gonna do. We still have DC stuff to look at, y'all. You know that seems like there can't be possibly any more stuff, but here we go. Batman, Superman, World's Finest. Can you ask Shanice if we have any ratio variants for Batman Deadpool? So they're not in this stuff.
There were no ratio variants for Batman Deadpool.
That's right. They didn't make them. Okay.
This has been another use of the identify spell.
Thank you. Catwoman, number 81. We're close to be able to do all of the ASMs, y'all. I know that's what you're waiting for. Justice League, number 4. The Dead Man. This one. Finest. New Gods, number 12. Prophecy Fulfilled. Nightwing, number 132. Birds of a Feather. falling. Two more books and then some reprints. Superman Unlimited 7. Something else falling off. Like every box down here. I'm like, and the last new book, Wonder Woman number 27. Pull this stuff down. So if you can do all of those, most of it's Batman Deadpool, which I will work on. Just leave. You can take them with you, but like the Batman Deadpool, I'm gonna have to do something magical to get all of them to fit. So okay, magical essay. I mean, you might have magic. Do you have magic, Smash? Maybe. Okay. Not to say yes or no. You will not deny the fact that you might have magics.
I will not.
Okay, good. And this is your chance to get. I'm not going to put them on the board just for. I'm going to take them back down if I do. Absolute Batman number 2. This one is the 7th print. Number 3. That one is the 6th print. Number 8. 2nd print. Nine. 2nd print. And that's everything. New everything. You can start asking now about any of the ASM stuff that's on the board. Whenever I don't make it through today will be on Saturday's show. Apologize, it took so long to make it through this stuff. You got half an hour for those goodies.
Well, we had someone ask about the ASM 316 if you come across it.
Okay. Hey, Annie. Annuals. No annuals in this show. Sorry. There weren't any in the boxes that I went through. Not to say that they won't show up, but get all this stuff out of the way. Yeah, I think the 316 was last week. It got pulled out of the boxes. Okay. You guys tell me where, otherwise I will just do it all. We'll start from the oldest and go down if you want. Everyone's passing on Exquisite Corpses, 1 per store. I'll put it over there. Okay. Here we go. From oldest to newest. This is Amazing Spider-Man 140, the first appearance of Glory Grant. This one does have some spine ticks. That is $10. All of these books are in nice kind of like Mylar covers. Thanks to the owner. Number 150 is a really pretty cover. That one is 20. I never get these. So excited for it. This one is Amazing Spider-Man 156. It is the rare 30-cent cover. It only has a little bit of like cover wave down here in the corner. That's 100. ASM number 157, newsstand. Small amounts of stuff, that is 18. Number 158 is 12. That one's got some general damage. Or as we like to say, salute. Okay, number 158 is 25. Doc Ock. 159 is 17. If you guys have any questions about condition, please let me know. 159 is 20. 160 is 15. I've got 2 copies. 161 is 10. Hey, Chris. 163, I have got a not as good copy for 10 and a much more beautiful copy for 15. 164 is 15. Yeah, I do have a Spidey border book. Let me do this last thing in my lap here and I'll show you that. 165 is 8. 166 is 10. Oh, I didn't even pick up the thing that I was supposed to be picking up. Number 282 is $8. Number 167 is a first Will-O-Wisp. That one's 10. 168 is 10. 169 is 15. 170 is 15. Okay, see you then. And there are 2 copies of that. I wasn't skipping it. $171 is 10. I got you. Number 172 is the first appearance of Rocket Racer. That one is 12. 173 is 10. Hey, Dustin. 180 is 12. 181 is 15. If you're just joining us, these are really gorgeous copies of Spidey books from one collection. 182 is 10. They're all in pretty Mylars. 183 is 12. And if you see anything on the border, if you saw stuff in pictures that you wanted to ask about specifically, I'm happy to go straight to it. You don't have to wait. for Rel. Rel, do you know, are there other Spider-Man border ones that you want me to go and see if I have them on the board? 184 First White Dragon is 12. $185 is 10. This is Peter Parker's graduation. SF, what was the how? $186 is 12. 187 has Electro and it is 15. Also has Cap. The corpse book is 25. 188 is 12. That's okay. I usually can decipher what it is, but I couldn't get there. 189 is 10. 190 is 12. Manwolf. 191 is the first Spider Slayer, and it's 10. Number 192 is 10. 24 hours to Doomsday. 193 is 5. I think I've got a local guy who's been coming by. I think he's going to be really happy about when I put all this stuff in the case. Because he's trying to fill in. He's got a bunch of, like, he's trying to do a whole run. All right, this is ASM 194. It is the first appearance of Black Cat. It is $200. And it's going to be 9 or better. Number 195 is the second appearance of Black Cat. That's 25. 196. That is 8. It's visiting May Parker's grave. 197 is 12. Kingpin stepping on him. 198 has Mysterio for 12. 199 is 10. More Mysterio. Number 200, Spider versus the Burglar, 12. 201 is an early appearance of the Punisher, 20. And number 202 is 10. Tonight, Kyle's going to be selling some newish books. So if you missed some stuff, it'd be a good thing to tune into that show. Amazing 203 is the second appearance of Dazzler, and that's $12. Number 204 is the third appearance of Black Cat, and it is 12. 205, more Black Cat, 10. Number 206 is 8. 207 is 8. 208 is 8. Another one. And 209 is the first appearance of Calypso, and that is 15. Some Craven on there. SF means 203 to 205. Gotcha, my friend.
Yeah, my show on the EXP tonight will have recent-ish back issues. So, like, if you got something tonight for Miss Jen, you're like, I need issue 3, 3, and 4 of that. I may have them. I may not. I don't actually know what's in the box.
Isn't it true? What's in the box?
Well, all of my shows are because I have ADHD and can never remember what I put in the box. But in this case, literally somebody else packed the box for me. They just had one rule: recent-ish back issues.
I mean, there could be some treasure in there.
Who knows?
All right. This is number 210. It's the first appearance of Madam Web, and that's 50. I would have been much happier with a movie that had this Madam Web in it. Old ladies are scary if they are the bad guys, and the best if they're the good guys. Number 211 is $10, featuring the Namor. 212 is 10. 212 is 12. My brain said there's no way that can be true. More spiders. This one is number 213 for 10. Spiders on the cover. 214 is 8. More Namor. 215 is 8. 216 is the second appearance of Madam Web. That was 10. 217 is 8. Some Sandman. 218 is 5. And 219 is 10. You might want this one because that's a Frank Miller cover. There aren't a lot of those. Spidey Franks. Okay, number 220, it features Moon Knight, and that's 10. 221 has got Ramrod, $5. 222 is 9. He's up against a Speedster. 223, Super Apes, 7. 224 is 8. Vulture. 225. Some kind of piratey guy. $4. Number 226, more Black Cat, and that is a really great cover. $12. I just like the look of it. And 227 is 15, more black. And number 228, Murder by Spider, is 8. I did not realize that these with the Juggernaut crossing over were so sought after or more expensive, and they really are. This is $229 for 22. And then 230 is also 22, more Juggernaut. 231 is 8. 232 is 8. But in fact, most of these were priced in the middle of the night for insomnia time. 233 is 7. 234 is 5. Just like the composition of this one too. Roll the Wisp. 235 is 6. 236 is 7. 237 is 7. Stiltman. Now we're getting closer to some of the big expensive babies here. Okay, got about 20 minutes. Number 239 with Hobgoblin, that's 25. 240 is 6. 241 is The Origin of the Vulture, and at 6. Another great cover. 242 is 6. And 243 is 8. Nice MJ on the cover there. That looks like we'll meet it. Number 244 is 10. Some pumpkin bombs. 245 is 10. Some masking going on. That one is not as in good shape as this one. 246, J. Jonah Jameson. 7. 247 is 6. Yeah, you can. Do you have a connection with me already? Number 248 is 7. I will tell you, I don't have any of like the really super hard ones. I don't have Heathcliff or Care Bears or any of that. Number 249 is 10. 250 is 15. 251 is 12. I'm telling you, one's usually faster than the other. It's good to just like jump back and forth. But yeah, just send me a DM with the ones you're looking for and I'll see what I got. This one is 252. First Black Suit, 150. 253 is 6. 254 is 6. 255 is 5. I'll eventually get everybody's names down, but are jumping back and forth. 256, the first appearance of the Puma, is 12. 257 is the first Ned Leeds, 10. 258 is 15. 259 is 8. The original is back. 260 is 8. I feel like somehow that one should be more. Okay, 261 is 10, a nice Charles Beth cover. 262 is 5. 263 is the first appearance of Normie Osborn, and that's $6. 264 is $4. Okay, number 265, first Silver Sable, 25. 266 is 5. 267 is 5. When cometh the commuter? 268 is 6. 269 is 4. 270 is 6. 271 is the first Manslaughter, and that one is 5. 272 is 5. 273 is 5. 274 is 6. $275. Origin of Spider-Man again. 10. $276 is 9. I think that's Flash Thompson gets found out. $277 is 5. $278 is 5. $279 is 7. Where is Spider-Man? $280 is 6. And $281 is 5. By the way, in this collection toward the end here is a bunch of Mark Bagley covers. Who's going to be at Pop Culture Comic Con, so you might want to grab some up for autographs.
You know who would be very interested in the Mark Bagley covers?
Mark Bagley?
Honest Henry from Chicago.
Oh!
He's trying to put together the whole Bagley Spider-Man run. He called me about him, and I'm like, I don't have any to sell. But now I'm going to point them to you.
Well, there's a bunch of them down there. And here. 283 is 5. I just think it's funny these signs at bags back in this day. 284 is 6. 285 is 7. This is all gang war. 286 is 6. 287 is 8. 288 is 7. 289, the double-sized issue. That one's $12. 290 is 7. Pete pops the big question. 291 is 5. 292 is 5. Spider Slayer, the weirdest looking bad guy ever. So weird. He looks like that desk lamp you got, but in purple. Oh no, okay, I've got someone saying they were making comments and I don't see it. I see you now, Paulson. Someone else claimed it. I thought. Nope, maybe not. Hold on. Border. Oh. I don't know why I thought I saw someone claim it. Maybe I'm being a dummy. Kyle, do you remember anyone claiming it? Oh, it's not. It's true because I put it over there and someone asked about the number. So you claiming this, my friend? Sorry. I didn't realize that my comments on that side had gone dead.
I'm not even sure what's happening.
You're not sure what's happening?
No, I was getting everything plugged in and set up for my show.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I'm like, I'm here, but I'm only like here in spirit.
Every once in a while, the comments, even like on my phone thing, will go dead. And all I have to do is swipe away and swipe back, and then they populate themselves. So sorry, everybody, I was not ignoring you.
Yeah.
Number 2. What?
We won't go into Kyle's rant about why meta is terrible, but you know.
It's only slightly broken. ASM number 293 is 15. As the chef at the place where I go to do my reading said very loudly over and over again to every person that came in to this place, did you see there was a big outage for some computery thing that there was an attack on? Said it over and over again. So I was just figuring there's something glitchy gonna happen no matter what I do. 294 is 15. More Craven.
Before most of the world was awake, myself, Brian Garside, and several others were bemoaning the fact that the entire internet was broken this morning.
Yep, that was what was going on. The Chinese attacked.
That's not what happened, but okay.
Oh, okay, fine. Well, that's what this guy was saying, as loud as he could.
This guy doesn't know anything about how the internet works.
Okay, good. $2.95 is 4. That's what I get for getting my information from the chef. $2.96 is 7. It's just like how the internet works, but just in the restaurant only.
Cloudflare, the company that hosts much of the internet, and even hosts Amazon Web Services, had a server failure on their East Coast server farm. So it knocked out like everything from Spotify to PayPal.
Wow. All right, $2.97 is 7. All right, now is the fancy stuff. All right, $2.98. First Eddie Brock. It's 75. Very nice, clean copy. McFarlane cover. Number 299. First Venom cameo. McFarlane cover is 100. Probably the most sought after cover. Is number 301. That is 100. Probably the cleanest copy we've ever had. 302 is 10. Oh yeah, upgrading things usually does that too. Breaks everything. 303 is 13. McFarlane. 304, $10. McFarlane. This is McFarlane for a while here. 305 is 10. 305 again. I got 2 copies. $306 homage cover is 45. 307 is 10. 308 is 10. 309 is 8. 310 is 10. 311 is 12. 312 is 15. 313 is 5. 314 is 10. All right, I think I'll stop there. We'll leave the bottom row for another day so Kyle has enough chance to get done and restarted. Thanks everyone for joining us. Go and support your local comic shop tomorrow if you can. That would be lovely. If you missed the show and want to make any claims, you can always send me a direct message on Facebook. Or if you have my email, you can always send it via email. And I will see you guys on Thursday. Thursday, I'm going to do some just like really unique, big, thick books, stuff that's like older reference material or reprints of new strips, or it's a bunch of really cool stuff. You guys liked that last time. So I'm going to bring you some stuff you've never seen. And Pablo's going to do a drive-by. All right, Pablo, if you see something you want to claim, you can, I didn't do any of this bottom stuff, but you can always send me messages. All right, everybody, I will see you guys next time.